You never fit anybody's politics because you're the most apolitical person I've ever known.
Well, I'm a human being before everything else.
Speaking of the amazing host, appealing to the 5 and the 95, do you not think that sometimes you're too much too soon?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're spread a very thin...
Not long after, 9/11 and 7/7, and, that's when I thought I need to write some comedy. Got to try to humanise my family because everyone thinks we're terrorists. Citizen Khan was the very first Muslim sitcom, and then it's sort of... The whole idea of studio sitcom is like, oh no, we don't do those anymore. Don't make people laugh in a massive way.
So, I'm Chrissy Eiley, and this is an episode of Cats and Other Celebrities. And today I am joined by Adil Ray, who doesn't have a lifelong relationship with a cat. But he's my only guest who's ever gotten an OBE, for God's sake.
Wow.
I know.
My gosh. I still think that's a mistake, by the way. I think one day I'm going to get the call from the palace.
You're never going to get the call.
No, I'm going to get a call and say, sorry, we're really sorry. We meant to give it to Art Malik, and we got you confused. That's what's going to happen.
You've never been confused with Art Malik in your life. Thank God. No.
No, why not?
So,
Being honest to be confused with Art Malik, wouldn't it? Be lovely. Oh.
You don't look anything like him.
Right, okay.
No.
All right, maybe not. Okay. Anyway, you were doing your intro. Was that it?
That was it. That was welcome to my podcast, Cats and Other Celebrities. So we'll just concentrate on the celebrities.
Okay, yeah, on other celebrities. Well, that's even, stretching it a little bit, isn't it?
No,
come on.
You are the super famous Adil Ray.
Yeah.
And you are a brilliant celebrity because not only are you a presenter of Good Morning Britain.
That's right.
You are an actor and a creator of Citizen Khan.
Yes.
Which everyone loves. And everyone loves Lingo.
They do. Lingo has been quite something, I have to say, yes.
So why do you think Lingo is so successful? I've seen it and I thought, I'm a bit embarrassed.
Well, the thing is, you can't help... I think there's something in our brains that make us want to play Lingo. Lingo's literally... People say, is it Wordle? Lingo came before Wordle. Lingo was actually a quiz show for many, many years, going back 30, 40 years. And I just think once you see the board and you see that first letter come up, I don't really need to explain the rules. I mean, we do that anyway, but you get it. I just got to guess a word, right? And so I think there's something in our brain that naturally, instinctively...
goes wordified.
Just gets us into shouting words at the telly. We just do it. It's the way we've learnt language. It's the way it's something ticks. It just gets something ticking. And whether you're 5 years old or 95 years old, it doesn't matter. You can all play along. And I think that's why it's been really successful. And of course, just an amazing host.
Yes. Well, speaking of the amazing host, appealing to the 5 and the 95.
Yes. Yeah.
And everything in between.
Yeah.
Do you not think that sometimes you're too much too soon?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're spread a very thin... You're super famous because you're super good at everything.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
So you're spread a bit thin.
Well, I think in a way I've done bits of lots of things, and I think I've had to. So sometimes your acting agent doesn't call, and oh gosh, I'm a bit worried here. And then suddenly my presenter agent will call and say, there's a chance to do this quiz show Lingo. And then I think perhaps doing Good Morning Britain, sometimes casting agents are going, he's a presenter now, he's a journalist, so probably he doesn't want to do acting. So I think all of it combined has probably worked. I've had to do it all just to keep working. But it's all the same thing, isn't it? It's all storytelling in a way.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
I look at your thing and you're so super famous for Lingo.
Face. Yeah, okay.
You're so super famous for Good Morning. Yeah. And you're so super famous for Citizen Khan, my favourite.
You say that to all people.
No, I don't. You know,
I
I
know. I know.
Oh, disclosure. We know each other.
Yeah, we do.
So we do.
Yeah, we do. We do. No, you've been a
and
great supporter of sitcom. I remember when it first appeared, and you were like, "It's really good," I was like, "Is it?" I wasn't sure. You just don't know. You're so nervous when it first
Why
comes
are
on.
you so unsure of yourself?
Well, it's that thing that we all have, isn't it? But comedy.
No, we don't all have it like you have it.
Well, I think comedy is so subjective, and and it was, and Citizen was the very first Muslim sitcom, so there's trepidation around it. I mean, I look back now and sort of go, we were so, we were lucky, but it was had such a big impact, and I think we were the last of the comedies in that sort of broad sitcom world. And any comedy that is ever going to have that kind of impact, because of the way television has changed. We were literally at the back end of it. There was Miranda doing her thing, Mrs. Brown's Boys, and there was, and then it's sort of, the whole idea of studio sitcom is like, oh no, we don't do those anymore. You don't have live audiences. No, you don't make people laugh in a massive way. Comedy has to be cool now. It has to look good. What's that added layer? What's that bit of gloss? Let's get it onto streamers. But the good old-fashioned comedy was just there to make people laugh. It was almost an extension of great theatre comedy. What happened in the theatres at Seaside, on the pier. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just makes people laugh, and we need it right now.
So we do need it right now.
I think we do.
And I have always loved Citizen Khan.
Thank you.
Because it is perhaps your most autobiographical.
Is it? Well, I guess in some ways, in some shape or form.
Well, it's looking at a Muslim family.
It is, yeah.
Which is your background.
It is. Yes,
yeah.
Well spotted. You're good at this.
I know. I'm so spotted it. Yeah.
It is my background, but it's sort of, the idea was to sort of universalize the Muslim experience. It was a time not long after 9/11 and 7/7, and that's when I thought I need to write some comedy, and I wasn't sure what to write about. And suddenly 9/11 and 7/7 happening. Go, well, that's it, isn't it? I've got to try to humanize my family, because everyone thinks we're terrorists, or everyone thinks that we've got very radical views. And what was wonderful, that Mr. Khan, Citizen Khan, he cared about the bills. He cared about his children. And he had little selfish sort of needs. Yeah, he was normal, but he wanted to be the community leader. He wanted his 5 minutes of fame, And then our audiences were full of, I remember, people who used to film in sort of studios a lot, and a lot of them would come to us, we've never seen an audience like it. You'd have hen nights next to guys from the mosque, the mosque has done a day trip to Citizen Khan, and you've got girls in hijabs next to rugby players, and you had a Polish community, you had a Somalian community, then we filmed up in Salford, so you had that working class northern people who loved all that northern comedy would come down and support us. It was just terrific. It was such a great audience.
And where do you film now?
So we don't do Citizen Khan anymore, so we stopped doing that, but we are doing Just Mr. Khan on social media. It's a new thing now, social media. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
TikTok and Instagram. It's doing really well, and it's like that's all sort of kind of, a whole very different to the sitcom. But we are now thinking of how we can bring Citizen Khan back, because I think
there's a big demand.
Well, I think so. Well, the sad fact is, if you think about that point about the idea, you want to try and universalize it. I think the Muslim experience, and it's probably got worse, if not better, for a lot of British Muslims, which is hideous, because I think Muslims are more integrated than I've ever seen in life. They're in every aspect of life. I mean, here we are today. England are going to play a football game later in the World Cup, and we're going to see a Muslim guy, Jed Spence, play in the World Cup for England. Sort of.
Why is he bothering? Don't get me going.
Why is he bothering? No, hey, listen, England could win it this year.
England could.
They could.
So could
So many other teams, yes. Yeah. Who's your team? Who do you support?
I don't support it.
You don't support anybody?
No,
Come on.
I don't.
Come on, America?
No.
So you spend a bit of time out there?
No, they're useless.
They're actually top of their table.
Yes, but they're still useless.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Iran? They could be. They could be the secret. Can you imagine?
I know.
Can you imagine if Iran gone to win the World Cup? Wouldn't that be funny?
I don't think so.
No.
But for my sins, I support Newcastle because I was born there.
Great team. Well,
great team now. They have money, but I support them throughout.
Speaking of Newcastle, how's our mate Gordon doing?
Gordon Sumner.
Yeah, how is he? Is he well?
He's
good.
very
Do you
well.
see him? Do you see him much? Have you interviewed him recently?
Well, more recently than you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I saw that you played police on your show.
Yes, I love the Police. Yeah, yeah. Love the Police. And even I started DJing now, and I do little. I stick to soul and funk generally, but I will occasionally just throw in a Police song, which has
Well,
got that sort of soul feel to it
it does
sometimes.
have a soul feel.
Yeah.
Every little thing you do.
Every little thing you do, spirits in the material world. I've sort of dropped that after a bit of a Bob Marley song, a bit of because it's got
Yeah.
that sort of reggae,
Vibe.
sort of
I
scarry
love the
vibe.
mix of it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We love him, don't we?
We do.
We do love him. Anyway.
Were you at that one in? I don't think you were. The where his son was.
No,
Oh,
no. You took me to. We went to the one at the Royal Albert Hall. He
yes,
played. Yeah,
yes.
which was wonderful.
So we went again several times.
Right.
Mad, to one in the Palladium,
Oh wow.
and I think you were invited but didn't come.
Probably.
Or something like
I don't know. Yeah. How was that? Was that good?
Well, that was
the Palladium's a wonderful venue.
Oh, it was great. It was great to see him there.
Yeah.
It was, and he was fantastic. He was 70 at the time.
And looked 45.
Yeah. And his son was 45 and looked 85.
No, come on.
No.
Really?
No.
Oh,
So
no, my
people
gosh.
say, oh, so Sting doesn't give his children any money, but look, he's given them this great opportunity. Well, great opportunity, my arse. Great opportunity to see Sting in action, being Sting,
Right.
and his son being his son.
Right.
Even though he was a good songwriter and singer, he didn't have that extra something.
Right.
Which we all need.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Which Gordon has.
Gordon has, yeah.
And you have.
Oh, no. But yeah, thank you.
Well, you have, because I love your acting, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
And in Citizen Khan, you actually played Citizen Khan.
I did.
Yes.
Yes.
Donned the great big belly and wig.
And the beard,
and the beard.
Yeah.
To make him look like
somebody in his sort of 60s, I guess, like mid-60s.
Yeah.
But, you know, and lots of aging. And that was the kind of worst thing. I wrote this thing and then realised when we're shooting that turned around to the makeup artist and everyone's cleared off at the end of set and it's just me and her left in the
having a very attractive makeup artist, I'm sure.
Just me and her left, and she's still taking me. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, well, you wrote the part, you know. It's like you wrote yourself longer days, you know. That was that was the thing, but that's it, you know. You've got to get the makeup right, and I think it's very hard. You know, it's not easy, I think, dressing up in bearded characters. It's not easy to do. I think some of them don't look great, especially in the world of comedy. They can look a little bit silly, you know.
They can look a bit comedy beardy.
Yeah, so we had to, I mean, the beard, Sarah Winterburn, she's one of the best beard makers in the country. She's down in London, somewhere near Tottenham, I think. And she's amazing. And they build this beard one hair at a time. You know, it's just incredible, you know.
And where do they get the hairs from? That's
a good question. It's from it's a certain animal, I think they take it from, but it's got that coarseness to it, you know. So it can't be soft because as we get older, our hair doesn't stay soft. It gets coarse. It gets crinkly, you know. And it's got that touch of grey. It's not so grey. It's not too black. It's just perfect. It's good. But it's all about the texture of them that has to be right. Yeah.
So there's a job for animals in your world.
There you go.
They can be your beard.
Exactly. What are you going to be, Otter? I'm going to be a beard for Citizen Khan Series 6.
Yeah. Nice.
Exactly.
So will you be in the full get-up for the new series?
It needs slightly less aging. It's not a series. We're doing stuff for you. You know, we're looking at you sort of the whole social media. We put him on TikTok at the moment. And as the kids would tell you, it's going gangbusters, sort of 7 million views or whatever in just 7 weeks or something at this point. So we're looking at doing a bit longer form. So got to get into the whole beard and all of that. Not doing much aging. I don't have to do as much aging now. Sort of a bit older than, you know, so.
Wait, how old were you when you started it? 30-something?
What is it? 15 years ago when we started it. So 35, 36, 37, something like that, probably. 2012. How old was I then? Around that. I'm 52 now.
Okay.
Yeah. Good moisturiser.
You don't have to reveal that. I don't reveal your age.
I don't mind.
Don't reveal mine
It's
for that
fine.
matter.
No, we won't. We won't.
We won't go there.
Your 40th was amazing a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Anyway.
So
Yes.
no cats.
No cats.
Is it an anti-Muslim thing?
Exactly. It's one of the things we don't know about it. I mean, everyone gets bogged down with the burqa, gets bogged down with everything else. But it's the cat thing that you don't know about Muslims. Oh, no. Do you know what I mean? No.
You don't know about cats.
No, this is not true. We love animals. I mean, cats actually, because lots of Muslim families have cats as pets. My neighbours as kids when I grew up used to have cat. Auntie Vera, we used to call her, and my mate Richard. And
who is Richard?
So Richard was a friend at school.
Okay.
And his mum was Vera.
Oh, Richard wasn't the cat.
Richard wasn't the cat. No, Richard wasn't the cat. But he had a cat, and the cat always used to run away from me. And whenever I came, it was either I thought it didn't like me for whatever reason. I don't know. I mean, we did live in a very white area at the time. We were the first Asian family to move in. Maybe, I don't know. He wasn't ready for integration. The cat, I mean, you don't know. How do we know? But anyway, the cat wasn't, working for me. Or I wasn't working for the cat. And whenever I walked into the living room, cat would be out there. And obviously, so I thought cats didn't like me. So a long time I didn't like cats, or cats didn't like me. And then not so long ago, a friend's cat just randomly came and sat on my chest, and it was just lovely. And it was just like, you realise you have to kind of ignore the cat, don't you? I think to begin with, they come to you in their own time, don't they?
I think they do. Yeah.
Whereas a dog, you can sort of force your love on them. Yeah. And they go, all right, mate, come on then, we'll be mates. Dogs are a bit easy, aren't they? Cats are a bit fussy, I think, which is good.
Do you remember Roger? Because he's travelled from LA to London.
Right, yeah.
But no. You don't remember him?
No. Roger's your cat?
Yes.
No, I don't remember Roger, your cat, very well. Should I? I've not met Roger, your cat. Maybe once. Big and furry.
They're all big and furry.
No, but yeah. But what breed was it? My friends have got
Maine Coon.
Maine Coon.
They're very big and furry.
They're very big and furry, and things don't stop eating.
Oh, Roger doesn't eat anything. If you had your wish list of Good Morning, who would you like? Princess Diana?
Oh, as a guest?
As a guest.
Oh, God. Really?
Or as a more than guest.
As a what guest?
More than guest.
More than guest? Oh, who would I love as a guest? I think, realistically, right now, I would love to interview Meghan on Good Morning Britain. I think she'd be the perfect guest for Good Morning Britain.
She would, yeah.
She's been the topic of conversation, let's say, and debate, for so long in British mainstream media that I would love to just, give her a chance to answer some of those questions and just, be who she wants to be on morning TV. And I think she'd be great. I think she'd be a brilliant guest. So someone like her would be amazing. Who else? Good questions. Who else would I like to get on? Gary Lineker. I think he's very interesting. I think he's what
would you ask him?
What would I ask Gary Lineker? He's sort of very charitable, isn't he? He speaks for a lot of causes right now, whether it's Gaza or issues going on in the UK and migrants, and sort of try and get down to the bottom of where that comes from, really, and why he feels he almost feels like a lone man at sometimes saying that.
He does.
And
doesn't he?
What is it about him that perhaps other footballers, much more wealthier, much more well known than he is, don't really use their platforms in the way he does, and why he thinks...
Because he comes from Newcastle.
Gary Lineker come from Newcastle?
No.
No?
No.
Well, where did that come from then?
That came from people who are footballers from Newcastle.
I see. So, some footballers from Newcastle.
Yeah.
No, I'm not thinking of footballers from Newcastle. I'm thinking of footballers, the most famous football, English footballers in the world, and
he is famous.
Well, Gary,
Gary is.
Yeah. And also I think he's been very successful with his sort of his podcast business and everything else. He's done, so I think he'll be a very interesting character. But then others, I think there's plenty of others I'd love to. Who else would I love to have? Kylie. I think she's fascinating.
She is, isn't she?
Yeah, I think she'd be great.
All my best knowledge is from Kylie.
Really?
Yeah.
How many times have you interviewed Kylie over the years?
I don't know.
Endless? Yeah.
Endless.
Yeah.
6 or 7, but...
Right. And what is it about... When you say you picked up knowledge from her, like what kind of knowledge?
Oh, knowledge about... I didn't know because I choose not to go into these things. That she had the kind of cancer that makes you have an instant menopause. Oh. So we talked a lot about instant menopause and how she wasn't prepared for that and how she enjoyed her hair falling out because she could feel the drugs working.
Wow.
Never heard anyone say that before.
Blimey. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think she's fascinating, Kylie, because, for our generation...
And why is she still here?
What do you mean, why is she still here?
Well, she's still here.
In London, you mean?
She's still...
In the UK, do you mean?
Yeah, she's still... But she's still not... No, don't mean here.
Yeah.
I mean around.
Why is she still around? Yeah, but what I think fascinating about Kylie, and perhaps because she didn't grow up in the internet age, but... She's managed to, although having said that, some people did, but they still have got the limelight. Well, she's managed to, at least I can feel, control her public life a little bit. She hasn't forced herself upon people. She's done interviews at selective times, and other times it's almost like she just goes away, and we don't hear about her. We don't see her falling out of nightclubs or getting in and out of taxis. Do you know what I mean? We don't see a lot of that from her.
I don't think she does a lot of that.
She doesn't do a lot of that. That'll explain it. But then, but even still, Paps will find you. And I don't know, she seems to sort of...
How is your relationship with Paps? Do they find you?
Not really. My world isn't Paps. Mine's social media now, isn't it? It's like, you post something on social media and there'll be certain sections of the press, either for clickbait or because I don't fit their politics or something, will then report on a social media post that I might say. Or
you never fit anybody's politics because you're the most apolitical person I've ever known.
Well, I'm a human being before everything else.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
you are.
Exactly.
So that's why you are a master of everything.
Oh, bless you.
And
isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? No. Is it a jack of everything, a master of none? Is that what you mean? No.
No, I don't mean that. I mean a master of everything. Right. Acting, presenting.
We're never a master. We're always working. We're always like, it's like, I remember Judi Dench saying that, that every acting job feels like you're starting again at the same, and that's what I love about acting, actually. It's like one of those things that, okay, maybe there are a few things you do pick up, but really every script and you get those same nerves, you get that same sort of feeling of, oh my God, can I do this? Am I going to be able to do this? And it's just this lovely journey you go through. You go, oh my God, it's, you do the same, you do the very basics again, learn your lines, learn your character, listen to the directors, listen to the cast, and then you get through to the end, you go, oh God, that's a great relief. And it's just a wonderful feeling, but a challenge every time.
So that's not, but that... Yeah. Citizen Kahn's not the only acting thing you've done. No, you've done a lot.
Yes, I've been lucky to do a few films and dramas along the way.
And what have you loved most?
I actually did a drama quite recently for Channel 5 called The Inheritance. Yeah, and everyone got Channel 5.
Channel 5, but Channel 5's getting good, yeah.
And it's great. And I think, Channel 5 was seen as being a poor cousin to television or something, or low budgets, and but it was fantastic. It was a great cast, and it was a family story of inheritance, and the mother had died, and there's been money left, and who's going to get it? And then another woman comes out of nowhere, and it was very much like a whodunit, and we were all suspects. And I had this wonderful character that was quite non-assuming for about 2 or 3 episodes. Then he had this sort of lovely turn. And
a bit like you.
He had a turn.
Yeah, turn.
He had a turn. And it was a great moment for me just as an actor. I remember going through it and realising that you could play this turn in a sort of, suddenly becomes quite villainous, and he's quite, But actually, you always learn. You go against all of that. You play against all of that. And he was in his kitchen. I was in the kitchen. He's washing up, and he just has this line to. I can't remember the line now, but he turns out to and sort of, I want all the money. I want this, and it was just lovely to play. It was just so nice to play. And then the audience responded just how you wanted them to respond. They go, "Oh my God, we never saw that coming," and it was a lovely moment. I love playing that part. It was a.
And so when is this out?
Oh, it's already been out.
Oh.
So it was on Channel 5 a couple of years ago, and it's now, I think it's still sitting on Netflix. I think for a while it was one of the biggest shows on Netflix.
Oh.
And it's sort of like, and there's so many dramas now, isn't there? You can't watch everything, but so I'm not surprised you may not have come across it, but you should try and watch it.
I will
Yeah.
now that it's had this fabulous intro.
Oh, it was fun. So that was great fun. And there was a film I did with Dame Judi Dench, which was nice to do, which is Blithe Spirit. So,
Lovely.
yeah, Dame Judi Dench and Isla Fisher, Leslie Mann, Dan Stevens, fantastic cast.
Yeah.
And we were at the Richmond Theatre, and it was great. Yeah.
Blithe Spirit.
Blithe Spirit.
That's a Noel Coward thing.
That's right. Yeah. So reimagining of it. I think there's been a few films made on it, and it was fantastic. It was great fun. It's a fun story, isn't it? Blithe Spirit.
Well,
Yes.
none of those things are so terribly fun for me because the ghost of Noel Coward appeared to me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Right.
So
When was this?
well, Julian Clary used to live in an old house of Noel Coward's.
Right.
So just for a joke, I got my little sticks out, my little divining sticks,
Yes.
and he overtook me.
Oh.
Overtook me. Oh, I was talking like him as well. It was horrible.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like Ouija board central was the...
Well, this is now starting to feel like we're doing a bit of a séance.
No,
Come
no,
on. Come on.
no.
If we were to do that now, who would you like to? Who would we do now? Who would we, if we're not Noel Coward, who would you want to overtake you if you had an opportunity right now?
Oh, that's dead.
Somebody, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody that's
I
passed
don't
away.
know.
Overtake me, overtake me.
I don't know.
Who would it be?
I don't know who would be.
Oh, come
I
on.
don't know. I
Wait.
don't know who'd be dead. No.
Who's like one of your favourite actors of all time? Like
Who died?
actresses?
Oh, Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
Oh, Roger Moore. He
Yeah.
invented the chalk ice.
You'd like Roger Moore to overtake you.
Yes, I would. Yes,
Yeah.
I would.
I'm sure many people have wished for Roger Moore to overtake them.
I'm
over
sure
the
they
years.
did. Yes.
Rich money, Penny. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah. Who's going to play the next Bond? Do you know? You must
No,
know.
I don't
These are the
know.
things that you would know.
I
Come
don't
on.
know.
You would have an
I
inkling.
would think these are things that you would know.
No idea. They're keeping it very, do you think they know?
No.
No, that's the issue.
Because Barbara Broccoli sold the franchise to Amazon
Right.
Prime.
So it could be Amjad who works in the warehouse.
It could be anything.
Could be the guy who delivers your toilet rolls every week. Could be him.
Could be him.
It could be him. They could be doing like a staff competition at Amazon. It's just at the bottom of the newsletter. And by the way, this Friday we're doing auditions for the James Bond film. If anybody would like to do it after your 72-hour shift, come along.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
yeah.
so knackered Bond this way.
That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? They give it to Mohammed in the delivery aisle. That'd be brilliant. Anyway,
They won't.
But who else is it going to be? Is it going to be I can't remember his name. The night manager guy.
Oh, Tom Hiddleston.
Hiddleston, not Huddleston. I think he's
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston. Do you think is it going to be him?
No,
No,
it's not going to be him. Definitely not,
definitely not him.
because he lost his copybook because he went out with that woman Taylor Swift,
Oh,
who wrote about it.
oh. Right. Well, this is taking a turn. I didn't know any of this. Right. Okay.
So
it's not him.
he can take his top off all he wants. It's not him.
It's not him.
It's not him.
Okay. Who else? Idris.
No, too old.
Idris is too old
Yeah.
for Bond.
Too old.
Really? How old is Idris?
I have no idea.
Is he in his 70s or something?
No. But that's what he thinks.
Okay.
I have interviewed him about it.
And what did he say?
That he's too old for it.
Oh, okay. Well, that means you didn't get the part then. He probably went for it.
No, I think a black
I don't wanna
Bond
do
would
it.
be good. I think a black Bond would be good.
I think a black Bond would be great. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be. I'm not one of these. Oh God, it'd be really important. But You know, if the right actor is available at the right time, and why not? Could be Jane Bond.
Could be, but it won't be one Bond.
No, it shouldn't. They shouldn't do
No,
that, should they?
because it's too much money penny,
Yeah,
too much
Yeah.
sexual flirtations
yeah,
elsewhere.
yeah. Anyway, let's see. I don't know how we've got into this, but yeah.
No, I don't know how we've got onto this at all.
Yeah. Maybe Jenny Bond.
No, no Jane or Jenny
Have you
Bond.
seen Jenny Bond dancing on her social media?
Oh,
It's rather. It's a sight. It's quite good, and I mean that in a genuine. She dances in what it looks like in her
is that
bedroom.
because she did Strictly?
Probably, but she does this like dances in this sort of very sort of light dressing gown type thing, and she's dancing at the bottom of her bed to like all sorts of things. Kate Bush, I think. Was it Kate Bush? I can't remember what it was.
Ooh,
But it's great.
nice.
Anyway, sorry, we are digressing.
We do digress.
Yes.
Let's come back
Come back to the
to
sale.
you. Yes, to you.
Come on.
Like we said, you're the only person that's been on who's ever had an OBE, but neither of us can remember what it's for.
No.
But what was it officially for?
I think it was officially for services to media and broadcasting. Yeah.
Media and broadcasting.
Yeah.
So not one particular role.
They couldn't work it out.
Well, no one can work it
No.
out.
Bit of media and isn't the same thing. I don't know. Anyway, but it was services to broadcasting sort of thing.
So you very early on were a radio person.
I was, yeah.
And you worked in Birmingham, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. You're very confused about Birmingham. You worked in
But
Birmingham.
you love Birmingham.
I love Birmingham. It's my home city, and I started in radio in the mid '90s while I was still at university. I was 20, 21, got a radio job, and I never left it really, and I was carried on studying. But then my first full-time proper gig. Well, I had a stint in Leeds working at a commercial radio station, but I joined the BBC in about 2000 when they went digital, you know, when they were sort of announcing DAB was going to be the big new thing, DAB radio, and I joined them then on a service called the BBC Asian Network.
Oh, yeah.
And I was there for nearly 9 years. It was fantastic. It was sort of, but my view was it was, I remember speaking to my producer at the time, it's the Asian Network, but, you know, let's think broader than just Asian people listening. People might want to experience Asian culture because they like Asian music. You know, lots of Asian people have a mixed group of friends. You know, I was very, keen not to put us into this narrow bracket. It worked, and it did really well because of that, I think.
I think so. I listened to it.
Yes, I know. A lot of people did. Yeah, a lot of people, they just connected with the fun, the comedy. They loved the music, you know.
Yeah. It wasn't Asian music. It was just music.
It was just music.
Music we listened to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were services to that.
Services to that, yeah.
Services to radio.
Services to radio, Birmingham and broadcasting.
So for a long time you lived in Birmingham.
I lived in Birmingham, yes. And then I've actually I still have a place in Birmingham. So I still spend my time between here, London and Birmingham. I love it. And I think it's really important when you work in the London bubble and that sort of, whether it's Good Morning Britain or acting, that I think you can suddenly think that London is the only place that matters, and you feel that London is Britain. And literally the moment you step out of London, you go to Birmingham, I love going even further up north. I've got great friends in Manchester and Leeds and Yorkshire, and you know, the topic of conversations feel very different. They're just the way of life, pace of life feels very different. And they're not, and they're hugely successful. It's not as if they're not, you know, having great lives. But some of them are out by gum. But you know, and like some of my Brummie mates, West Midland, you know, I'm a big Aston Villa fan, and you know, I spend a lot of time there, working class lads, and they've done brilliant. They're all very self-made. They all sort of worked in construction or whatever, and they do brilliantly. And you just go, and they're just ordinary blokes, and I absolutely love it. And we don't get enough of that sometimes when you're in that sort of London bubble.
So you think London is a bubble?
It can be. Look, I think London's the greatest city in the world. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love London. I absolutely love London. I just think the fact that you can, you know, it defies everything we hear in certain sections of the media. You walk around now where we are now. You walk around and you see the different colours, creeds, and types of people everywhere. It just gives you it just gives me so much warmth when you walk through a city like London.
And not so in Birmingham.
There is that in Birmingham. I think there is that diversity in Birmingham. But I just think London has an extra something. It's just the size of the city, isn't it? And it's sort of the fact that like today, I love Saturdays. I do this show on, if I can do a little plug on Smooth Radio, right? I work on Smooth Radio. I do Saturday mornings, and sometimes I don't plan the rest of my day because I just know I don't need to plan anything in the city like London. I can do anything.
Because you just go.
I can decide at 1 o'clock. Go. Oh, what's on at the theatre? Text a mate. Do you want to come to? And he can. He's like, get on a tube. Yeah, let's go watch this play. Do you fancy going to watch the football tonight? Where are we going to go? I don't know. There's a great new Afghan barbecue place that's open just near Notting Hill, which have you heard of, by the way? It's amazing.
I've not heard of Afghan barbecue.
Afghan barbecue is amazing. It's sort of Afghani meat with Kabuli rice and done on this sort of American-style barbecue. It's just amazing. In this place called the Garden Pub in near Latimer Road in Notting Hill. And it's got a beautiful hidden garden at the back. Just the venue itself is incredible, and they just do this Afghan barbecue. It's not just meat, so they do this great tuna sort of salad. Oh, it's just lovely.
Oh, I don't.
You don't eat.
Tuna is for cats.
Oh,
I couldn't eat tuna now.
Oh, right. Okay.
No.
Do you eat meat?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. So you'll love it. Anyway, That's what I love about London. You can just do anything. You can just go, right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and see a little bit of London I've never seen before.
And sometimes you're having gigs even. Sometimes
I'm having gigs. Bit of DJing.
So do you think the DJing is going to become bigger?
I don't know. It's something that my friend of mine sort of said to me the other day, and she was right about this actually. I DJ now, and I don't do it for a lot of money. And I was thinking, maybe I could do bigger gigs. And she was like, why don't you just enjoy it? Just enjoy it. Don't worry about turning this thing into another piece of work. And she's absolutely right. So I actually don't care I don't care what happens. It might, but I'm doing really well. I have a friend who plays with me, and we're getting some really nice gigs, and it's just lovely people. Most of the ones I sort of do myself in a little bar in Soho, beautiful old vintage sound system, invite friends. There's about 50 of us. And what I love when it's a small amount of people, and I know them, I say, Chrissy's walked in. Okay, so I'll let her get a drink. I know she'd love to hear a bit of Sting. So so I'll just go, I'll put a bit of Sting there,
Yeah.
And then, so-and-so's work.
Was that the Beak Street bar?
No, that was not far from Beak Street. Yes, yeah, around the corner from Beak Street. It's called Under the Counter on Kingley Street. Yeah. Kingley Street, yeah.
Nice.
But there's lots of places like that, those vintage sort of systems with people playing vinyl only. It's quite, it's lovely.
Do you play vinyl only?
Yeah, only vinyl.
Yeah.
None of this sort of USB gadget stuff.
No gadgets.
Vinyl only.
All vinyl.
You must have you got vinyl records? You must
have. Ancient ones, yeah.
I bet you've got some absolute beauties.
I've got lots of Beggar's Banquet.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Yes.
There'll be some amazing stuff on that label.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I've got those. We've covered the DJing and the acting and the presenting.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that you do that I don't know about?
No, I think that's probably it. I mean, there's the production company, which we're all
the production company of that cricket thing.
We did a cricket documentary on that, yeah.
I know it was multiply awarded, the cricket documentary, for Nothing Tiger or something Tiger.
Corner Tiger is the production company, yeah. And we mainly do scripted, so we're developing drama and comedy, and we have a few shows in development. We're still waiting for our first commission, and it takes a while. But we have been doing a couple of documentaries, and one of them was this sports documentary on cricket. Yeah, there was a scandal 2-3 years ago now about racism in cricket, and I'm a big cricket fan. So we looked into it.
I know that, and I'm not. I don't understand it at all.
I love cricket. I mean, cricket's a fantastic. It's one of those.
I don't understand cricket.
It is one of those weird things. It's sort of Indians and Pakistanis love cricket because, in a way, it's because of empire. It's because of empire, and in that way, that's a good thing. But at the same time, there's elements of cricket. If you go to Lords, it feels like it's still holding on to some of that colonialism as well. At the same time, there's a juxtaposition with cricket. Yeah. But as a sport, it's a real leveler. Cricket is a kind of sport that it doesn't matter how good you are. You can be the best batsman in the world. One day you could go in and score. I know this means nothing to you. You could score 100 runs and that'd be brilliant. But you could also be out in just one ball. And people will have paid hundreds to see you play, and they see you on the pitch for literally 30 seconds. And that is a leveler in cricket. It makes you realise that, everybody is,
cricket.
Instantly can be, we can all be weak and we can all be strong at the same time. And that's a beautiful thing.
That is indeed beautiful, but it's not converted me. I don't understand what a run is.
What
I
about?
think you're either football or cricket, and
See,
I'm so football.
I'm very lucky. I get to host a table at the Oval every summer, and I take a bunch of friends. I'm sure I've asked you in the past.
And I've gone, no, not the Oval, it's cricket.
It's
yeah.
cricket. But actually, friends who've come along who know nothing about cricket, they've loved it. Because, we get fed and you get, lovely champagne, if that's your thing, whatever, and, lovely cakes at tea time. And it's very civil. We'll break for lunch. Then we break for tea at 3:30, 3:40.
But you've got cricket in the middle of it all.
Yeah. But then, you're sat there, you're chatting away. And it's just actually, it's very picturesque looking at cricket. You're looking and go, oh, this is nice. Even if you don't get it and you're looking at a beautiful old pavilion and London skyline. Oh, it's great. Come on. We'll get you there.
No.
You'll
never get me there.
We'll get you.
You will never get me to cricket. Tell me about Good Morning Britain and how that all works, because you're known for it and you're also not, you stand away from it a bit.
Well, yeah, I think that it works for me. I've been doing Good Morning Britain now since 2018, so it's a long period of time, but I'm not like a regular host, not there all the time. So I will do a few dates over the years. Well, some years I might do 30, 40 dates, other times a bit less. And it suits me fine because I've got other things going on, and I kind of sometimes fear that if I was doing it all the time, would I be able to do the acting? Would I be able to do my production company stuff and writing? And also, I think because of news generally is going through a really interesting phase at the moment. News is, there's lots of news. News is money now. News is, that's why you've got more news channels being set up. That's why you've got live rolling news, and and it's lots of news on social media. And therefore, news becomes, subject to ratings. It has to rate well, and that's always,
and it's news, for God's sake.
But so the challenge I think for newsrooms is finding how we cover a range of stories, reflect Britain authentically, accurately. Don't end up, chasing ratings, because it's very easy, I think, to chase ratings and therefore start a sort of narrative that doesn't necessarily reflect the whole of Britain, but it can feel quite noisy and spiky, and you'll get a few hits on social media as a result of that clip going out on Twitter. That doesn't reflect the news. You become this sort of entertainment show. So I think the challenge for all of us is getting that balance right, because effectively you do also need people watching, right? So news costs money. Channels spend a lot of money on it. So they do need people watching. So it's always that balance, I think, and news is finding that.
But do you see your Good Morning Britain stuff as news or celebrity or...
No, it is news. I think it is news, and I take it very seriously. I think someone pointed this out to me the other day, and I hadn't realised that I am now, and it's the one time in my religion I feel really matters in my work, my faith, and my background. I'm now the only British Muslim on mainstream news in the country. Michelle Hussain has gone to Bloomberg. Brilliant move for her. Terrible loss for the BBC. There's a great broadcaster called Mehdi Hassan. He spent times in the UK, but now he's launched his own Zateo. Lots of other people have left, and it's like, oh my gosh, leaves me there. So there's almost immense pressure on that. But I try and find a way of going, well, I know the issues, even as a Muslim, that I want to bring up and want to explore or investigate. Whether it's, what is the truth about immigration? What is, is there a rise of far right in this country? I know those things don't just matter to Muslims; they matter to everybody who cares about this country. I know that it matters to everyone that we don't want a divided country. It matters, So I can take these subject matters with confidence, but I think also with some authenticity, because of my being brought up and living within those immigrant communities in Birmingham. So Good Morning Britain, I think, is it's an absolute honour to do that show, and I think whether I do it once a month or it doesn't, it's a great opportunity to me to go there, speak to the editors. Obviously, the editors have the final say. I go, and I go, look, I think we should cover this. Can we cover this? Can we get this guest on? And it's a great, you're broadcasting to millions in the morning. It's fantastic.
And tell me a little bit more about Citizen Khan's new look. How has it changed, or is it just the social media that's changed?
Yeah, it's changed. So obviously before was a studio sitcom where it was multi-camera and we film, 5 cameras around in the studio. Now it's just Mr. Khan looking down one camera, and he's he's literally giving a sort of a satirical take on the news, whether it's Andy Burnham right now, or the heat wave that's going on, or Starmer resigning, or Trump, or Iran, or wherever it might be, or sometimes just the bills going up. And I was looking at why a reason to bring Citizen Calm back and whether it's the right time. And again, I just feel like comedy, we just don't do it anymore. We don't do that satire anymore like we used to. And comedy can play such a great part at these times. A great character can say things, whether we agree with him, it doesn't matter, but can say things in a way that make us laugh, can bring us together. And I grew up watching anybody from Dave Allen, who was, great, I think one of the greatest stand-ups to ever lived, and the way he dealt with establishment, religion, and power was just brilliant. Richard Pryor's another one. I'm watching Rowan Atkinson in Not 9 O'Clock News, and some of the sketches that whole team did, him and Mel and Pamela, and all of them together, just brilliant. We don't have any of that anymore. And I just think characters like Citizen Khan, even if I can achieve half of what those guys did, I'll be very pleased with. But I think they play a really useful part. They make us laugh, but he can talk about things that other characters, other actors, other performers probably can't. So I'm quite lucky to have him.
Well, he's your creation. He is. What part of him is you, and what part of him is him?
There's a part of him in all of us.
I feel I'm him.
Yeah, we all want to be a bit of a community leader. We all want to be heard. We all want our fight. Every single person on social media who's got a social media account, they all have that little bit of Citizen Khan in him. Me. Listen to me. I've got something to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Exactly. That should be the name of his next album or something.
Adil, thanks so much for coming on Cats and Other Celebrities, even though you don't even have a cat.
Well, I don't have a cat, but can I say, and I haven't, and I hope they were. I'd like to mention my friends Layla and Kareem, who lost their cat recently, Smokey. Smokey. He was run over by a speeding car. It's very sad.
Very sad.
Very, very sad.
Yeah.
So yeah. I miss Smokey. Smokey was a Mancoon, as well, and just beautiful thing. They're lovely, aren't
they? They are gorgeous.
So yeah, maybe I should get a cat.
Maybe you should get a Mancoon.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I love dogs. I was thinking about getting a dog, right? But the problem with the dog is that you have to go back and feed them all the time, or you've got to take them out for walks. With cats, you can generally leave them for a bit longer, can't you?
You don't have to take them out for walks.
You don't take them out for walks, no. Although some people do, don't they? You see them sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, you do have to feed them.
Yeah, I know you have to feed them, but don't they have that, like, they're sort of, you can just leave their food there and they'll just help themselves, or do you have to?
No, if you leave their food there, they will eat it.
Oh, they will eat it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Especially Maine Coons.
Right. Oh, okay. Fine. So you do have to. Okay.
Who are the most dog-like of cats.
Oh, right. Okay.
But
right.
Yeah.
Could I just get them a Deliveroo account or something?
You could.
Yeah, and they
but
just
then
get their own.
You have to
what?
Train them to open the door to the Deliveroo people.
That's easy, isn't it? Don't you just put a bit of food on the top of the door and they'll know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they can let the Deliveroo person in.
Let the Deliveroo person in. Exactly.
And they can read the menu of Deliveroo
exactly.
and choose it, which I think would be quite.
Yes.
They could do that.
Yes, I think they could manage that, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
but unless the delivery driver doesn't like cats, then we're in trouble. When they send, when you get your parcels, you get that message now sometimes going, "Oh, I'm on my way. Can you put your pets away?" That kind of thing. Do you ever get those messages?
I do get those. I think they're referring to large dogs. I don't have them.
I have to put my goldfish in the cupboard. I take these rules very seriously. The goldfish goes in the cupboard when I've got a delivery coming in now. Yeah.
Oh, well, it doesn't go anywhere.
This has been a delight. Thank you so much.
Lovely,
I've loved it.
And it has been lovely talking to you.
Thank you very much.
And learning stuff about you.
Oh, well,
which is always good.
I probably learned stuff about myself I didn't know, but,
Like?
Like, I think I'm going to seriously think about getting a cat.
Oh,
yeah.
We love that.
Yeah, no, I am going to think
about
it.
So you can come on again,
yeah.
Cats and Other Celebrities, but more cats.
With cat.
With cat.
With cat, maybe. Yeah.
Well, Roger isn't here. He could be, but you don't know him anyway. Or you vaguely remember him, but not
No.
properly, because he's not the main. The main coon was his brother,
Right.
not by gynecological, but
No. Yeah.
brother.
Right.
The main coon was there.
Right.
And so I do know about them. They're very big
Yeah.
and very fluffy,
Yeah.
but they don't require any special attention.
Right.
So yeah,
Lovely.
poor Smokey though.
Poor Smokey. Yeah. Smokey's no longer with us. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd like to do this show in tribute to Smokey.
Thank you very much. They're going to love this. They're going to absolutely love it.
Hey, thank you very much, Adil, for appearing on
Thank you very much.
Cats and Other Celebrities.
Thank you.
And even though we have been catless, we'll soon to have an image of Smokey,
Yes.
and they will be forever embalmed on this show.
That's right. Yes, exactly. Thank you. They will be.
Kareem and Cat.
Kareem and Cat. That's right.